An innocent check-in of Elmo, the friendly Sesame Street puppet, has turned into a whirlwind of stress and trauma after receiving an overwhelming amount of responses that led to bigger conversations about mental health. The casual question posted by the beloved children's TV character on X, formerly known as Twitter, asking how is everybody doing, has prompted an online frenzy. As of now, the tweet has already garnered almost 200 million views, with replies and quotes from users that range from grim to humorous responses. However, the internet's collective breakdown eventually turned into a heartwarming discourse about the importance of mental health and checking in with friends. U.S. President Joe Biden also weighed in on his tweet, saying that we have to be there for each other, offer our help to a neighbor in need, and above all else, ask for help when we need it. Elmo has responded to the outpour, saying he's glad he asked, while using the hashtag emotional well-being. Other Sesame Street characters such as Cookie Monster, Bert, and even Oscar the Grouch also chimed in to offer their support, including a link to mental health resources on their official account.
Well, as somebody who grew up watching Sesame Street,
Same.
I absolutely love Elmo checking in, but I also love the beginning of a discussion again on mental health. I feel like during the pandemic, it was something talked about, and then as things just went back to normal, people stopped checking in on one another.
And it's such a relevant issue now that it is something that you cannot just turn your back on.
Yes. And I think it's also interesting that a lot of people felt comfortable enough to open up on social media, which is a double-edged sword. It also is unfortunate thinking that their comfort in opening up is on social media. You wonder, do these people have family and friends who they can open up to? Or sometimes we tend to put on a facade as well with people who we see face to face.
And it's just amazing and amusing that on social media, any remark, no matter how innocent or innocuous, can be turned into something that is so full of different interpretations.
Yes.
And it's nice that it actually opened up, minds that want to express different things, such as the aspect of mental health.
And it's also so fun that, Elmo's friends responded to it as well. And President Joe Biden as well. With all the negativity right now on social media, it is so nice to finally have a positive conversation ongoing. Now, I think the next question to this is, a lot of people did open up. So at what point do people who have influence on social media, can they use their platforms to help these people out? And at what point is it dependent on the actual user to get that help?
And I think it might also be good to look into the original intention of these things being animated into life.
Yes.
I think the reason that Elmo, along with other Sesame Street characters, brought to life in the form of, tweets is actually to, encourage people and to make them feel not alone, to make them feel like there is someone out there who cares.
I think if there is something that we can conclude from this, something as simple as asking someone, how are you, can really make a huge impact.
Exactly. I think Elmo just set a good example, and we ought to follow in his footsteps.